ACCUPLACER Health Professions Exam Prep. Question 1. A review box contains 6 anatomy cards and 9 math cards. If one card is selected at random, what is the probability that it is an anatomy card? Option A, 9/15. Option B, 2/5. Option C, 6/9. Option D, 15/6. The correct answer is option B, 2/5. Probability is favorable outcomes divided by total outcomes, so the probability is 6/15, simplified to 2/5. The other choices use the math minus card count, compare anatomy only to math cards, or reverse the fraction. Question 2. To meet a practice goal, a student wants an average of at least 83 after 4 quizzes. If the first 3 scores are 81, 86, and 73, what minimum 4th score is needed? Option A, 91. Option B, 97. Option C, 92. Option D, 80. The correct answer is option C, 92. An average of at least 83 over 4 quizzes requires at least 332 total points. The first 3 scores total 240, so the 4th score must be at least 92. A lower score misses the goal, a higher score is more than the minimum, and the current average does not answer the requirement. Question 3. A line on a practice graph passes through 2, 14, and 8, 50. What is the slope of the line? Option A, 36. Option B, not enough information. Option C, a value outside the given data. Option D, 6. The correct answer is option D, 6. Slope is the change in y divided by the change in x, 50 minus 14, divided by 8 minus 2, equals 6. The other choices use only the vertical change, only the horizontal change, or divide one coordinate pair instead of comparing both points.
Stressed about your phlebotomy exam? We can take phlebotomy exam for you remotely and undetected. We always guarantee a pass and payments only after results. To send us an email, scan the code or tap the link in the description and let's get it done.
Question 4. A dosage minus math practice item asks for 9 plus 6 times 6. Using order of operations, what is the value? Option A, 45. Option B, 90. Option C, 60. Option D, 21. The correct answer is option A, 45. Multiplication is performed before addition, so 6 times 6 is calculated first and then 9 is added. The other choices add before multiplying, multiply the wrong numbers, or ignore multiplication entirely. Question 5. A line graph shows completed review problems increasing from 20 to 44 over 4 hours. What is the average increase per hour? Option A, 11. Option B, 6. Option C, 24. Option D, not enough information. The correct answer is option B, 6. The increase is 44 minus 20 equals 24, and dividing by 4 hours gives 6 per hour. Dividing the ending amount by time, using the total increase alone, or adding the starting value to the hours does not give the average rate of change. Question 6. A paragraph explains why students should check units before solving measurement problems. Which title best states the main idea? Option A, Why Cramming Always Works. Option B, The History of Medical Schools. Option C, Unit Labels Matter in Measurement Problems. Option D, How to Avoid Studying Entirely. The correct answer is option C, Unit Labels Matter in Measurement Problems. The best title must cover the central point of the paragraph rather than a minor or unrelated idea. This title reflects the main focus, while the other choices exaggerate, shift to a different subject, or contradict the message. Question 7. Which sentence uses correct subject minus verb agreement? Option A. The students in the lab is preparing for the placement test. Option B. The students in the lab prepares for the placement test. Option C. The students in the lab was preparing for the placement test. Option D. The students in the lab are preparing for the placement test. The correct answer is option D. The students in the lab are preparing for the placement test. The subject and verb must agree in number. The correct sentence matches a singular subject with a singular verb or a plural subject with a plural verb, while the other choices use verbs that do not agree with their subjects. Question 8. Which sentence uses parallel structure? Option A. The workshop teaches planning, note-taking, and problem-solving. Option B. The workshop teaches planning, note-taking, and how to solve problems. Option C. The workshop teaches planning, to take notes, and problem-solving. Option D. The workshop teaches to plan, note-taking, and problem-solving. The correct answer is option A. The workshop teaches planning, note-taking, and problem-solving. Parallel structure keeps items in a list in the same grammatical form. The correct sentence uses matching forms, while the other choices mix nouns, gerunds, infinitives, or phrases in a way that weakens sentence structure. Are you looking for ACCUPLACER exam actual questions? Visit our website pokerexams.com to access ACCUPLACER exam study guide with actual questions and answers. Scan the QR code or click the link in the description to get ACCUPLACER exam answer key today. Question 9. In medical terminology, what does the prefix peri minus usually mean? Option A, inside. Option B, around. Option C, slow. Option D, after. The correct answer is option B, around. The prefix peri minus commonly signals the meaning around in medical terms. The other choices represent different prefixes or unrelated meanings, so they would change the interpretation of the term. Question 10. Which organ is most directly associated with the respiratory system? Option A, kidneys. Option B, stomach. Option C, the lungs. Option D, femur. The correct answer is option C, lungs. The named organ is a primary structure in the respiratory system. The other organs belong mainly to different body systems, so they do not best match the system named in the question. Question 11. During skills practice, which action best supports infection control when hands are visibly soiled? Option A, use only a dry towel. Option B, skip hand hygiene if gloves are worn. Option C, touch clean supplies first. Option D, wash with soap and water. The correct answer is option D, wash with soap and water. Infection control focuses on reducing transfer of microorganisms between people, surfaces, and supplies. The correct action reduces contamination risk, while the other choices increase risk or ignore basic hygiene principles. Question 12. Which statement is written as a testable hypothesis? Option A. If practice problems include unit labels, then measurement errors will decrease. Option B. Unit labels can be interesting. Option C. The class took a quiz. Option D. Measurement errors are bad. The correct answer is option A. If practice problems include unit labels, then measurement errors will decrease. A testable hypothesis connects a condition or change with a measurable outcome. The correct choice uses an if-then structure that can be investigated, while the other choices are opinions, broad facts, or observations without a testable relationship. Question 13. Which action best shows academic integrity when using a sentence from a source in a study guide? Option A. Copy the sentence without credit. Option B. Quote or paraphrase accurately and cite the source as required. Option C. Change one word and call it original. Option D. List no source because it is online. The correct answer is option B. Quote or paraphrase accurately and cite the source as required. Academic integrity means producing honest work and giving credit when using sources or collaboration. The correct action follows that standard, while the other choices involve copying, misrepresentation, or improper sharing. Question 14. A scatterplot shows that as study time increases, practice scores tend to increase. Which description fits the pattern? Option A. Negative association. Option B. No association. Option C. Positive association. Option D. Causation proved. The correct answer is option C. Positive association. Scatter plot association describes the direction and strength of a pattern between two variables. The correct description matches the trend, while the other choices reverse the direction, ignore the pattern, or incorrectly claim causation. Question 15. In a quantitative reasoning item, what plan best matches a question asking for total cost with a fixed fee and a per minus item charge? Option A. Multiply the fixed fee by the per minus item charge only. Option B. Subtract the fixed fee from the number of items. Option C. Use the per minus item charge as the total. Option D. Add the fixed fee to the per minus item charge times the number of items. The correct answer is option D. Add the fixed fee to the per minus item charge times the number of items. A good solution plan follows the units and the relationship described in the problem. The correct plan matches the requested quantity, while the other choices use operations that do not reflect the wording. Question 16. Using context clues, what does the keyword in this sentence most likely mean? The results were consistent, with similar scores across several practice tests. Option A. Showing a steady pattern. Option B. Contradictory. Option C. Impossible. Option D. Unmeasured. The correct answer is option A. Showing a steady pattern. Context clues around the word point to its meaning. The correct meaning fits the rest of the sentence, while the other choices conflict with the clues provided. Question 17. Which word is most nearly the opposite of major? Option A. Important. Option B. Minor. Option C. Central. Option D. Primary. The correct answer is option B. Minor. An antonym means the opposite of the given word. The correct word reverses the meaning, while the other choices are similar to the original word or do not create a true opposite. Question 18. A health professions student has quiz scores of 79, 82, 85, and 88. What score is needed on a fifth quiz to average 82? Option A. 71. Option B. 81. Option C. 76. Option D. 84. The correct answer is option C. 76. An average of 82 over 5 quizzes requires 410 total points. The first 4 scores total 334, so 76 more points are needed. The other choices either use the current average, subtract too little, or add too much.
Stressed about your phlebotomy exam? We can take phlebotomy exam for you remotely and undetected. We always guarantee a pass and payments only after results. To send us an email, scan the code or tap the link in the description and let's get it done.
Question 19. A lab measurement is recorded as 16.044 milliliters. Rounded to the nearest tenth, what is the measurement? Option A. 16.04. Option B. 16. Option C. Not enough information. Option D. 16.0. The correct answer is option D. 16.0. Rounding to the nearest tenth keeps one digit after the decimal and uses the hundredths digit to decide whether to round up. The 2 minus decimal choice rounds to the hundredths place, the whole minus number choice rounds too far, and the truncated choice ignores the rounding rule when the next digit requires attention. Question 20. A dosage minus calculation worksheet uses a practice order of 5 mg per dose, 2 doses per day, for 4 days. What total number of milligrams appears in the worksheet calculation? Option A. 40. Option B. 20. Option C. 10. Option D. of 45. The correct answer is option A. 40. The total is found by multiplying the amount per dose by doses per day and by days. 5 times 2 times 4 equals 40 milligrams. The other choices leave out either the number of doses or the number of days, or add 1 extra dose. Question 21. A review box contains 8 anatomy cards and 5 math cards. If one card is selected at random, what is the probability that it is an anatomy card? Option A. 5/13. Option B. 8/13. Option C. 8/5. Option D. 13/8. The correct answer is option B. 8/13. Probability is favorable outcomes divided by total outcomes, so the probability is 8/13, simplified to 8/13. The other choices use the math minus card count, compare anatomy only to math cards, or reverse the fraction. Question 22. To meet a practice goal, a student wants an average of at least 83 after 4 quizzes. If the first 3 scores are 83, 88, and 75, what minimum fourth score is needed? Option A, 85. Option B, 91. Option C, 86. Option D, 82. The correct answer is option C, 86. An average of at least 83 over 4 quizzes requires at least 332 total points. The first 3 scores total 246, so the fourth score must be at least 86. A lower score misses the goal, a higher score is more than the minimum, and the current average does not answer the requirement. Question 23. A line on a practice graph passes through 1, 10, and 7, 22. What is the slope of the line? Option A, 12. Option B, 6. Option C, 3. Option D, 2. The correct answer is option D, 2. Slope is the change in y divided by the change in x, 22 minus 10, divided by 7 minus 1, equals 2. The other choices use only the vertical change, only the horizontal change, or divide one coordinate pair instead of comparing both points. Question 24. A dosage minus math practice item asks for 5 plus 6 times 3. Using order of operations, what is the value? Option A, 23. Option B, 33. Option C, 14. Option D, not enough information. The correct answer is option A, 23. Multiplication is performed before addition, so 6 times 3 is calculated first and then 5 is added. The other choices add before multiplying, multiply the wrong numbers, or ignore multiplication entirely. Question 25. A line graph shows completed review problems increasing from 20 to 52 over 4 hours. What is the average increase per hour? Option A, 13. Option B, 8. Option C, 32. Option D, 24. The correct answer is option B, 8. The increase is 52 minus 20 equals 32, and dividing by 4 hours gives 8 per hour. Dividing the ending amount by time, using the total increase alone, or adding the starting value to the hours does not give the average rate of change.